Hello, my name is Jeremiah Reed, and this is my wife, Salam. We are the owners of Mental Wealth LLC. Usually you always see me in front of the camera doing all the talking, promoting our success regarding paying off $200,000 of debt. But today I wanted to give you an inside sneak peek of what my wife went through and what she was thinking during that time. And hopefully you can just learn a little bit more about us as we are kicking off this series called Keeping It Real. All right, ready to go, babe?
Yep.
Let's dive into it. So, backtracking to that moment, we first said I do. We love each other, we're getting married. What was your mindset back then about our finances?
I think for me, I've never questioned what our finances would look like. Just growing up, seeing my parents, my aunts, uncles, all of them always having their finances together and handling their households. That was how it was going to be for me. So I knew that our money would be together. I knew we would be taking, our bills together. All that would come as part of one account because we were becoming one physically. So that meant in all areas of our lives.
No, that was a great way to kick off our marriage. I guess the problem came in was we put the money together, but we never had a discussion on what that would look like.
Yeah.
So early on, we had some money fights. We did some stupid things with money. Just talk about that part.
Yeah. I think our one and biggest fight came when I lent money to one of my siblings. So yeah, he's right. So we put our money together. Our account was one, but we never set exact rules on what that would look like. We never said that we have to discuss it with each other if we want to lend money or if we want to spend over a certain amount or buy certain things. We still made those decisions separate, so our account was still depleting and going down, and it would go into negative sometimes. But we never we didn't talk about those. We didn't set clear expectations.
We had so many stupid late fees.
Yeah.
Regions Bank, you owe me some money. No. And I remember that definitely added some frustration and really could have tore us apart in our first year of marriage. But we made it through that. But when did you really feel the pressure of our debt? I know for me personally, it hit the fan when I broke my arm and I was in the hospital. Because at that moment, I felt like, one, I let my family down. Two, how are we going to clean up this mess? But what was going through your mind?
Yeah, I think for me it was around that same time. I think prior to that, we never really looked at our money all together as far as what we owed and what we were paying on. I knew we were able to make minimum payments every month, and but we never put all of our debt together and was all right, this is how much we're paying a month on this, and that. And then looking at my student loans and seeing it not going down after paying on it for 2 years, just things like that really scared me and really opened our eyes to how much our jobs or how much of our money was going towards that each month. I had no idea.
Yeah, and in that moment when we that's when we first started following Dave Ramsey. We tried the budget thing out. That didn't work out for us. No disrespect to Dave, but we went through the accident and things like that. We had to hit reset a few times.
Yeah.
But fast forward to that final moment in September when I was talking to you and we paid off all the debt and I was able to close off that lawsuit. What was your mindset then and how did you feel?
It was really unbelievable. I was at work, so I knew you had been trying to work out a deal to try to pay it off, and I knew that was the only thing holding us back between us and our financial freedom line. And I was at work, and I was just shut up, because it was just so unbelievable. All the sacrifices, us both working, 2 jobs, one full time, one part time, all the beans and rice and things that we ate, all that was just peanut butter and jelly for 2 months straight. Yeah, all those things just really made it worth it to really hear you say that. And it was like a rock was just lifted off my chest, and that we were able to not be controlled by how much we owed everyone.
Yeah, and that whole experience is what led for us to start Mental Wealth, because we understood that now we want to help other people feel that way. And so when you look at Mental Wealth, and you think about the role of the wife and being a wealthy wife, what does that really mean?
I think for me, a wealthy wife or a wife in general, just it's like the glue to her family. So like there's so many different compartments that you look at when it comes to your family. You look at their health, what they're eating, how active they are, how the home looks. You know, you look at our physical, mental, like all of that, spiritual health. I think the wife is really what you know, pours that out, like, or is in control of that. And for us, that's what it looks like. So for me, it's very important that my family is healthy, you know, overall. So I want to make sure, like, you know, we're eating right. I want to make sure we are being active. I want to make sure we're reading the Bible together. I want to make sure our home feels welcoming, and that our kids feel you know, comfortable enough to come to us, opening doors and making sure we know what's going on in their lives. Things like that is very important. And then I also work outside the home, so, you know, I'm working full time, but I want to make sure that you know, a wealthy wife is just like, you know, the one that's like able to do all of that and hold and just be the glue for her family and make sure all those pieces are still put together. Because if one is missing, I don't think you know, the overall health and well-being of the family is all together. And you know, you might be rich, you might have a lot of money, but you might not really know your kids, or you might not spend time with them. So then that makes them, you know, have to hide and do all these things and not be able to come to you, and then just different things like that. So you want to make sure that you are putting a focus in every area of those things. And
no, I love that. I know personally for me, sometimes I go into the mode where I'm physically there, but I'm mentally somewhere else, thinking about a lot of different things. And you constantly remind me, you hold me accountable. And I need that to be grounded, to make sure I'm there for all three of our kids, and also with you as well, as we work on our intimacy and being better in our marriage. And I like the fact that you said, like, the wife, the wealthy wife, is the glue to hold everything together. In a jokingly way, in my mind, I'm thinking like you're the rubber band that holds the money tight.
Or whatever. Okay, that's how you want to see it. That makes it.
It sounded better. It sounded better in my mind when I was thinking it. But no, I truly appreciate that, and hopefully this video can inspire other women that's watching this, that's in the role of a wife, or you're trying to create a wealthy family and you're taking on what mental wealth stands for, about creating a healthy mindset and making that your greatest asset, so you can truly be the best version of yourself in your health, in your actual finances, in your spiritual walk, and then also in your relationships. So we just wanted to thank you for tuning in, watching us, keeping it real. Hopefully you learned a lot more. You hear our son in the background. So we just want to really thank you for watching this, and then also too, just stay tuned for a lot more things that we have coming regarding our wealthy family and also my wealthy wife. All right, peace.